What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got some major news here for you guys in this video. We got a major E. coli break here that's pretty severe. Also, we got new states announcing new stimulus measures, including one state that could be sending out up to $2,500 that will be going over in this video. So make sure to watch all the way to the end. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on new videos. And to support our channel, all you got to do is hit the thumbs up button for us down below. Here we go. Okay, first up, there's an E. coli outbreak that's getting so bad that the fast food chain Wendy's has literally removed lettuce from their sandwiches, which is kind of crazy. You can't make this stuff up. But that's why I show it to you here on these headlines, so you literally believe it, right? In at least 4 states, and possibly even more coming here forward as part of this major E. coli outbreak here. Yikes. This comes after dozens of people have fallen ill across multiple states here. Officials on Friday and Saturday have said that many sick people have reported eating Wendy's sandwiches with romaine lettuce. Uh-oh. Let me know in the comments if that's you. There have been 37 illnesses and 10 hospitalizations associated with the outbreak, which is currently contained to Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, according to the CDC. The CDC on Friday said, quote, many sick people reported eating sandwiches with romaine lettuce at Wendy's in Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania before falling ill, though a specific food, quote, has not yet been confirmed as the source of this outbreak. As a precaution, Wendy's is removing the romaine lettuce being used in the sandwiches from its restaurant in this region. And the fast food chain uses a different kind of romaine in its salad. Investigators are also working to confirm whether romaine lettuce is the source of this outbreak and whether it was used in other Wendy's sandwiches or sold at other businesses and how it actually came to be here. Health officials said people should call their healthcare providers if they have E. coli symptoms, which can include diarrhea, a high fever of 102 degrees, and signs of dehydration. And the symptoms usually begin 3 to 4 days after swallowing this bacteria. Most people recover within 5 to 7 days, but symptoms can become even worse. And that's not all. As you can see here, right now we're facing a triple threat of COVID, monkeypox, and actually polio coming back, being reported here in the US again, as you can see here from this headline. There is new Omicron specific booster shots for the COVID booster shots here coming out just a few weeks away. Here's who will and won't be eligible for people who want to get them. And these booster shots are designed to target the BA.5 subvariant, which is the most contagious variant. Some studies have shown it's the most contagious virus ever known to man, more contagious than measles in some tests. And this is now the dominant variant. And the short answer is anyone ages 12 and up who has completed a primary vaccination series, the CDC says, should be able to get this. It's unlikely to matter whether you received other booster doses or not before, the spokesperson says. But if you're unvaccinated, you won't be eligible for the updated formula until you've completed a primary series with the existing vaccines first. It looks like there is both a Pfizer and a Moderna version coming, but they will have to go through the approval process and everything along those lines. So I'll keep you up to date here. A lot of people want this stuff to go away. Monkeypox has been around for many, many years. Of course, so has polio. Polio has been mostly eradicated, but again, it is a virus that the vaccines have eradicated mostly, but there are a few countries that don't have the vaccines or don't have it prevalent enough that it still kind of stays around here. We've had like a few reported cases, I think one or two reported cases here in the United States. So nothing to be too alarmed about here. But as long as people keep getting their vaccines for polio, that will be okay. But with people not getting their vaccines on polio as well, even before this pandemic, we were seeing headlines of people who didn't want to get their vaccines, even on those type of things. So even before the COVID virus. So and this kind of goes with people's different beliefs and stuff like that. But when that happens, I remember seeing a comment from one of our viewers who said, um, and I don't have the exact quote here in front of me, but she said something like, her father didn't believe in having her be like, a guinea pig for the polio vaccine, which came out in it first came out here in 1954. The first group of children vaccinated in 1954. Thanks to the vaccine, by the 21st century, polio cases were reduced by 99% worldwide, especially here in the United States. There are a few countries that don't have the vaccines or don't have them as much as they should, particularly third world countries. When did they start vaccinating for polio? Back in 1955, 56, 57. Back then, about 16,000 cases of polio occurred each year in the US, compared with none in 2020. So you can see here how well the vaccine worked for that particular virus. Hopefully, the vaccine will keep getting better for these different type of viruses, right? And you can see here, Biden officials are actually accelerating the monkeypox vaccine, which includes an additional 1.8 million doses. This can be spread through multiple different ways, not just through adult relations or adult contact. I'll put it for a family friendly show here. That's a misconception. That's not the only way it can spread. That's what some people think. But again, that's a common misconception. That is one way it can spread, but then that's not the only way it can spread. But they're producing more vaccines for this as well. They're planning to accelerate the delivery of its remaining supply of monkeypox vaccines and will make an additional 1.8 million doses available for ordering starting Monday. 1.8 million is not really a lot considering we have 330 million people in the US, but we'll have to see how widespread this particular virus gets. Remember, monkeypox has been when you look here, monkeypox was first discovered in 1958 when two outbreaks of the pox-like disease first occurred in colonies of monkeys kept for research. Despite being named monkeypox, the source of the disease remains unknown. However, African rodents and non-human primates like monkeys might harbor the virus and infect people. And again, that's why it can spread through multiple different ways. In fact, researchers and scientists are worried that this is right here from the LA Times, Los Angeles Times here. This was one of the headline stories here like yesterday. Scientists' big monkeypox fears it will spread to wild animals and then be here to stay. So if it does spread to wild animals or more wild animals, it could be here to stay on a much larger scale. Maureen Miller, an infectious disease epidemiologist and medical anthropologist at Columbia University was not surprised to learn this week that an Italian greyhound in Paris has become the first dog known to catch monkeypox from a human. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention with the World Health Organization has cautioned since the start of the outbreak that the disease could spread to pets. Many of the routine ways dogs show affection to owners, like licking their face, nuzzling their skin, leaping up into their bedding, are potential pathways for the virus transmission. Again, just close contact can spread this particular virus, kind of similar to the COVID virus. That's why common misconceptions, a lot of people get caught up in that, thinking there's a lot of misconceptions about a lot of viruses, right? The CDC offers clear guidance for isolating household animals from infected people and potentially infected pets from one another. Dogs should be able to recover from the virus just like humans do. But it's not the human to animal transmission scenario that worries Miller. It's rodents that scare me, she says. If the virus becomes established in wild animal like rats or squirrels, eradicating it becomes exponentially harder. Rather than being limited to humans, it would take up residence in countless tiny vectors that in turn could infect other animals, pets, and people. And the US has now logged more than 13,500 monkeypox cases since its first patient was reported in Boston on May 19th. The disease is spread primarily through sustained skin to skin contact and less effectively through infected clothing or sheets. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on this. And I don't know, could this be another pandemic? This one's harder to spread than COVID, but they are significantly worried about this, especially because there's multiple different ways, multiple different viruses all have different kind of pathways here. Next up, we have, I'm trying to cover as many states as I can, child tax credits, Social Security raises, money for low income, anything that comes across my desk, I'm covering here. And we got a state that I don't think I've covered at all, maybe. Here's a state that is considering a large stimulus check, tax rebate check, whatever you want to call it here, for their residents. And it looks like it could be a big one. Check this out. Montana lawmakers consider special session for tax rebates. Yeah, and look at how much it could be. Check this out. Montana lawmakers will be asked if they want to hold a special legislative session this year, this time to consider using the state's budget surplus for tax rebate checks. Remember, a stimulus check is technically a tax rebate, okay? That's one of the names of a stimulus check. But most people know a stimulus check is just an easier thing for people to just know. Quote, it's becoming more apparent that this surplus will continue to grow, as almost every state's surplus is, if not every state's. And in fact, many of us believe it will be over $2 billion when we get to the session, said a Republican Senator Greg Hertz. Quote, we don't need that much money going forward. Remember, every state's budget is different and every state's size is different. So $2 billion looks like a lot of money here for Montana. If we don't rebate this now in a special session, if we wait till the regular session, taxpayers could be waiting until next summer or next fall to get these monies in their hand. Hertz is one of the 10 Republican lawmakers who signed an official letter proposing a special session for September 29th. They also include House Majority Leader Sue Vinton, Republican, Senate Majority Leader Carrie Smith, Republican. All these are Republicans. So it looks like a big Republican state here wants to send money to their people, to their respondents, to their citizens. So good for them. Montana Secretary of State says they have until September 14th to vote on a special session proposal. So they would have to do it, I think, before then. I mean, they can do this whenever, really. But yeah. In their request, the 10 lawmakers said they projected to be well over $1 billion by the start. They made 3 proposals: a property tax rebate of up to $1,000 for homeowners' primary residence. That's number 1. Income tax rebates of up to $1,250 for individuals and $2,500 for couples filing jointly, and a $100 million payment to reduce Montana's bonded debt. They're currently working on a draft bill. It doesn't, I don't think it makes it clear here if it's these combined. So I don't know if it's going to be, again, they're gonna potentially vote on this here. It's a possibility, I guess, that it could be both of these, because we've seen a lot of states where they do the tax rebate for homeowners and also this for, single individuals and for married couples, which is basically just 2 people. Okay, $1,250 per person, which is $2,500 for a married couple, which is 2 people, and up to $1,000 for homeowners. So I mean, that could be $3,500. So that's a hefty sum there. That's a hefty sum, even if it's, because honestly, we've seen a lot of states do both there. Both. I mean, I know Illinois is one that had a tax rebate for homeowners and then the checks. A lot of states, I can't even think of them off the top of my head here. So yeah, let me know your thoughts here on this. I'll keep you up to date here with all the states doing this. And if you've been watching my channel here, you know that there's it's like over maybe 25 states now at this point. More and more states doing this as we get closer to the elections. Both Democrats and Republicans doing this. Um, every state has billions of dollars. They have billions of dollars from the last stimulus package just sitting there. Not a single state spent it all, as far as I know. Then they also have billions of dollars coming in. Every single state has a surplus of billions of dollars as well. So there's kind of 2 buckets of money with billions of dollars just sitting there. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date here on that. I'll keep you up to date on the child tax credits. I'll keep you up to date on the Social Security raises. I'll keep you up to date on money for low income, the SNAP raises that are going to hopefully be coming next month here. They have a huge conference coming in September. There's really a lot of different things here, and I'll keep you up to date with daily news, everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. So make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel if you haven't yet. It's completely free to do so. Just click the subscribe button, then click the bell icon. You can also click the share button down below to share this video or share this channel with your friends and family so that they know everything else in our channel here. So also, don't forget to hit the like button for us, and I'll keep you up to date here. You can click here to watch my video about child tax credits, and you can click here to see my video about $3,000 checks going out here to millions of Americans. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.